part 3 of how to skin the Viper. And yeah, I'm going to try and move along a little quicker. I did record this, an initial recording a while ago, but I looked at it and I didn't cover enough for the amount of time I took. So I'm going to try and move along a little quicker. This is going to be fairly easy. So what we've got here is this is what we accomplished in after the first 2 videos. And a quick recap: we painted the roofs black. We did the tanks and steps black, fenders, so it gives that old time kind of look. Then we put a stripe across, or the cartoon character on it. We just pulled him from an image we found online. Made it a transparency in paint.net, super easy. Then we put a stripe right across it. And the next video, we lined the stripes up and the paint job up around the corners where everything meets. And then we ran the stripe across the hood. We turned it 90 degrees and went across there. Put it on the air filters, etc. And it's pretty much where we left it. And so what we want to do in this one is we're going to put some writing on the door. We'll just put Pogo's Transport on the door. I'll show you how to do that with shading effect. And then we're going to put some stickers on it, like IFTA stickers by the door handles. And maybe we'll throw some stickers down here, some inspection stuff, whatever, and a clean idle sticker. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Let's see, I think the best way to do it would be to go to the launch pad, maybe, instead of just alt-tabbing from the truck itself. Now we can alt-tab out, I believe. So here's our paint.net DDS. That would have been what we used when we last put the skin on the truck. We saved it from a PDN to a DDS. So we can just close that. Now, open recent, as we were showing before, is your Pogo test PDN. I put it would normally be the second item, but I dragged this template in because I wanted to show you something. And I don't know if I did. Say, for example, you're working on something and you had this stripe going up here too far or whatever. Well, let's do that. We'll just show you what you can do. Let's see, that's stripe pass. We'll just quickly, wait a minute, undo, copy, paste. I'll run that stripe up into there. And right there. And now we say, for whatever reason, we were on the background layer and we thought, oh, darn, I got to get rid of that stripe. And you delete it. Oh, you're on the wrong layer. You took the background out. And if you've done this and then moved on and it was a small thing and you didn't see it and you don't have enough undos, or you can't control Z your way out of it, what you can do is you can bring in another template and you can fix it with the other template. So it's just so you know that you can fix stuff. So let's so we took that out of that template. And so how come this template's not showing up? Oh, that's black. All right, sorry, I didn't put the template in yet. So you go down here and this is our botch template. What you can do is you take this template. It's in the right resolution down here, 8192 by 8192. You copy it, so Control C. You go back to your drawing, and above your background, you put this new one, or you can put it below it actually. Let's try that below it. This should work just fine. We'll Control V, paste it in there, and so we've put that back. The only thing we're missing is that blue color in the background. And if we wanted to put that back, we could go over here, get our color picker, go to the background, pick that color, go to this one, and get the paint bucket and paint that back in there. And the reason you see the fade outline here, there might be just a slight misalignment between the two templates. But, we've put the grill mesh back. And so if you accidentally deleted something, just put another template underneath it. And you'll be fine. And of course, you don't print these like when you do the skin. If you had 2 or 3, 4 templates here, it doesn't matter because you hide the layers and it doesn't become part of your DDS. So I just thought I would mention that because it's a little thing you can do to fix stuff. But we have enough uh, Control Z's here. We can go back. This is undos. And we'll just undo that and undo that stripe there. So we're back where we were. And okay, so let's, we know what we got. We know what we want to do. I went ahead and I'd done the script in the previous video. I'm going to delete those because I want to redo it for you. As that video was terrible. Well, not terrible. It didn't cover enough ground. So without further ado, let's get on with it. We'll create a new layer here. We're going to call it script. And we're going to go for, we have a red truck. We're going to go for, let's pick a fairly dark, sort of yellow. And then we'll just drag this over here and watch that square. So we'll make it a less jarring color. And then for our secondary color, for our shading, what should we do? It's on red. Let's see. So we don't want red. Oh, we'll go with gray. I'll try that. So our lettering is going to be the yellow. We'll shade it with this dark gray. So we'll pick a text font style. We'll go with, I got so many of these. Oh, what do we try? Something that doesn't look too goofy and it's fun to shade. I might do that painter. This always kind of looks good. And we want it fairly big. Let's see what 96 looks like. Pogos. And I'm not digging that one. Let's see. Oh, how's that one look? No, that one doesn't have all the characters. Some of them won't be complete. These free fonts, I get them from just a free font site. Easy to find, just look it up. Fonts, just type in free fonts or something. No, not that one either. Oh, it's a little too elaborate for Pogo. I do like that one. That's the Rebellion Retromark script. What about Rebellion Knight? Yeah. Wow, I should have done this beforehand. We're going to have to pick one soon because we're going to run out of time. Oh, that's the one we have. Oh, I keep honing in on the same one. Huh. See, too many choices. Makes it difficult. Okay. Oh, that's not very good. That's kind of simple. Oh boy. Black sword. Yeah, it's a little thin. Oh, we could bold it. Oh, that was bolded. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. That black sword, no. Ah, well, we got to pick something. Man, sorry doing this to you guys, dragging you through all this dithering. Ah, okay. We got to run with something, so just not warming up to any of these. Okay, this is going to be it, just because we got to do something. So let's jump the size up a bit. And Pogo's transport, good enough. That's going to do it. So this is going to be on this layer. And what we'll do, okay, hit escape to get rid of the cursor. We go to our script layer. We're going to go down here, down the bottom here, duplicate layer. And we're going to select the under layer, the lower one. And we're going to flip this colors. We're going to get the magic wand tool. We'll go over here, shift, select, and we'll grab our paint bucket and we'll shift, and we'll paint it. Can't see the change because it's underneath, but we're going to go and get our rectangle select, and we're going to control X to cut it, control V to paste it, and we're going to drag it here like that. And now we've got our shading under there. So we got to decide how much shading we want. And I like to leave a little bit of the, I don't like to pull so much that you cover the, like the O here. So if you pull it too much, the O becomes solid. I want to leave some color underneath there. So we're going to just do that. We want to give it a fair bit because I want to show you how to finish the shading. So you might look at it and go, yeah, it looks really good. But then you zoom in here, you see got missing parts here. There's like this T, this line here should be connected here. I'll get the, oh, that is the pointer tool. Where else? Here, we see a problem there, right here, big problem here. So how to fix that, how to tie it all together is really easy. So what we're going to do, we're on the bottom layer here, and we've got the color. We're going to go here and select the line tool, and we're probably going to go with, let's try 5 pixels, and we'll zoom in here on things we got to fix. So we got to fix across here. So we can, so okay, that's we got to go about that angle. Draw this little line here, drag it in there. I got the angle wrong. So you can always just grab your little dots, move your thingy, and fix your anything that's an issue. So here's a problem right there. So just draw the line, grab it, drag it over, fixed. Here, draw the line, drag it over, move that a bit. And we could just go through the script and do that. Like that should be filled there. This needs to be filled up to here. Oops. We can just do it like that. And then we can draw our line like that. Move it over. Same here. And here. So you get the idea. I don't think we need to do the whole thing, but that's so how we fix up the script so it looks a little tidier. Um, yeah, easy to do. So now we've got our script. What we're going to do, I'm not going to do the whole thing, fix it all, because we just got to move on. So what you do then is you go to your upper layer here. This is the yellow. It's on top. You see that? And you merge it down with this in paint.net. It's this red arrow here. And now we've got, it's one layer and it's one item, and we can transfer it to the other side of the truck simply by going to it. And if we want to keep them all on one layer, we're just going to work on this layer, and we'll Control C, Control V, and we'll drag it down to the other side of the truck. And we got script on both sides of the truck. Nice and easy. So that's basically it. If you want to do I don't do when I do the DOT or the fire extinguisher inside thing or whatever. I don't go to that extent. What I do is with the unit numbers. I have a in my skinning resources file. I I keep the unit numbers under my script. So these are common unit numbers I use right here. So these are various unit numbers that I've used over time. So I generally have them used. This is my 467 was my number on my truck when I used to own a few of them. I was always 467 with the company I leased to. So I generally have these handy, ready to go. So I'll show you quickly how to make that and to shade it. Um, so, oh, we could have done that with Pogo. Darn, I should have done that. Okay, let's back up a step. Let's undo till we have the two layers of script again. There we go. And I'll show you the shading technique, and we'll do it with the number as well, so you'll see it twice. So we're going to do a gradient shade across the lettering here. So in order to do that, we have to take this top layer and we have to duplicate it so we can have, so we can split this. Because if we did a gradient shade and we drag the shade across here, because it's across two rows, this would be one color, that would be the other color we chose. And we want to split it. So we're going to take that script layer, we're going to duplicate it. Now we have two layers. We're going to go to this top layer and we're going to just delete this one. So delete that. Then we go to the bottom layer and we'll select that and we'll delete that. So now the top layer, we've got the pogo, and then this middle layer, oops, sorry, on the top one we have the bottom. Actually, you know what we could do? We could flip those. So it makes more sense to follow along. We just move that layer up. Oh, I can't do that here, can we? Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Don't undo. We want to move this one up. And this way, you've got the transport on the bottom and the pogo on the top. That's what we wanted to do. Okay, so we're going to gradient shade it, and we're going to use the yellow, and we're going to pick a darker color. So let's go, we'll flip the gray up there, and then we'll go orange, and then we'll flip them back. So we're going to gradient across those shades there. And it's super easy. So we're on the top layer. We go get the magic wand, shift, and we select just the pogos. So see, we don't have this one, obviously, it's on a different layer. Then we go over here, grab this square icon called gradient, shortcut key. We're going to go in here and we're going to, it's going to automatically use these two colors. So we're going to take, wherever you start your cursor, is going to see how hard it is by a dividing line. So we start right in the middle, we get a pretty distinct hard line there. And, you know, you go side to side, you can move it around if you move your cursor. Do you want it level? And that's a little hard, so we'll go undo and we'll do it again. We'll put our cursor further up and we'll bring it down, and it's maybe too soft. So we got too much of the orange on top, not enough of the yellow. Undo, and we'll start about here. And this is looking better now. And the further you pull it down, the more shading you get, more gradual. You see as I move it up, there's a more distinct line between the two. And I drag it down and it eases, softens it up. And so we'll just go like that. And so we've got some shading on there, pogo. And so we do to the bottom one, the transport, select that layer, magic wand, shift, select it, gradient tool. And we went about this high and bring it down. And there. So Pogo's transport shaded now. So it's 3D and shaded. We just did that in a matter of minutes. It was pretty simple. Now, that's what we want to copy to the other side of the truck. So we take now we have 3 layers. We're going to go to the top layer, use the red merge down tool, merge it down to it just says script 1 layer. And we can rectangle select, Control C, Control V, drag that down to this door, and we have that on both doors. Easy as that. What we got to do with this upper one is it's going to be dragged out onto the cab, so we're going to go Control X, Control V. I'll drag it over here, and we're going to shrink it a bit. So if you hold Shift, grab the corner again, bring it down, it'll shrink proportionally, and we'll get this on the door so it doesn't run over the jamb. Okay, there we go. So now we'll do the same with the unit number, and we know from our template that we fixed up with all these lines where to put the unit numbers. So let's give, we're just going to call this unit number. How's that? Unit number. All right. And we'll give him, I don't know, what number should we give Pogo? We'll think about it here when we get the text tool up. And I think for the unit numbers, I like to use Ananda. Let's try that. And for unit number, size is probably okay. We'll stick with what we got there. We'll just put one here. Let's see. We'll put 472 after that. Oh, that doesn't have, see, this is a problem with a lot of these free script. They don't have the numbers. So I think the retro mark actually looks pretty good for a unit number. Retro mark script demo. Yeah, 472 after the great Cadillac 472 engine. Let's do that. So we'll just do it up here for now. Okay, let's go unit number. We'll duplicate the layer. We'll grab the under layer, and we're just going to shade this. Oh, well, I guess we could do the color thing. So, yeah, let's take the upper number, and we will shade it first. Well, we have these colors here before we do the shade, not shade it, the gradient. Change the gradient to the 2 colors. We'll do that first before we go and get the gray to do the shading underneath the 3D effect. So once again, we're going to go magic select. We'll zoom him in a bit. That's control forward mouse. Shift, select, gradient. And we want about this high in our numbers. We don't want to go, and the further we drag it down, the more length or breadth you have for the gradient change, more gradual over a bigger distance. So that looks good. So we've got that. We can go to our unit number, lower one, which is going to be our under layer. We're going to do, let's flip this color, grab that gray that we used for the door shading, put that as the primary. We're going to magic select, and we're going to grab the paint bucket, and we're going to paint it. We didn't see anything happen because it's underneath. If you hide the numbers, you see it's under there. So anyway, we're working on that under layer. We're going to rectangle select, Control X, Control V, and drag it down. And normally I'd fix this all up with the little bits. There's not much that shows here. It's pretty good. Right here, that 2, that's a bit of a problem. The corner of the 7 and the 4. But we're just going to leave it because we showed you how to do it. We're good. Go to the upper layer and merge it down. Now we've got a single unit number there. And we can zoom out a bit. Rectangle select, Control X, Control V. Drag Pogo's number down onto there. And now we do Control C, Control V. Got a copy of it. We drag that over there. And we're good. This may not be centered exactly right on there, but you get it. So we've got script and numbers. Let's do stickers. So the IFTA sticker always goes near the door handle on a truck. It's the theory. And we will go to the skinning resources. And so he's going to be in Louisiana. Pogo, I think he lived in the swamps down there. So let's go to skinning resources, IFTA stickers. And I'll put a link where I got these. I can show you quickly so it won't look funny when you go there. Let's grab our, let's see, LA, Louisiana. There we go. Oops, that's not how we want to do it. What did I do there? I want to go File, Open. That's what I want to do. Browse to it. Skinning resources, IFTA stickers, LA. There we go. There's our sticker. Copy. Go in here. Let's do a new layer. Stickers. Paste. Drag this down by the door handle. Remember to hold the Shift key and drag it down. Rescale it. We'll put it beside the door handle here. And Control C, Control V. I'll drag one up to the other side here. There. Now we got them. We're legal. I was going to show you where I get those stickers. So exit to the desktop. We'll go to, I have it bookmarked, but if you're familiar with the SCS forum site, it's on SCS software. And let's see where we are. American Truck Simulator mods skins. So if you get to the SCS software message board, American Truck Simulator. So the board index has, I think it has, yeah, Euro Truck and American Truck, World of Trucks, a whole bunch of stuff. American Truck Simulator, and then mods, and then skins. And it's in here. And Skinner's Resources. And if you go to this page, these are out of date. These are 2021 here. But if you scroll down, this is where I get the clean idle ones. So I like to use the Cat, the Cummins. I do the Mack on the Mack trucks, Detroit Diesel, and those are the ones I use. CVSA, I use those. I don't put them on the windshield because, well, you know, I'm not sure how to do that. I do use this one occasionally if I don't use it very often. It goes on the driver's door by the IFTA sticker. I use this a lot, put a fuel tank label on. I use the FMCSA sticker, inspection plate. The GPS warning that it's got a tracking system. These suspension ones are for sliders and air suspension, and I'll put these on trailers occasionally. I use this electronic driver log one. Could use either of those because, you know, this is a good old Canadian company there. Alberta, for Alberta Heavy Haul, I put that on there, the Alberta inspection sticker. And so for the up-to-date stickers for IFTA, you got to go to page 22 and come back to page 20. And if you want to download them, they're all here. And they're all small, they're tiny. So you can download whatever one you want. Just click on it, it'll take you to the site. I'm not going to do that because it'll show advertising, and I'll get a reprimand from YouTube for showing advertising. So that is that. That's where you get the stickers. So we're going to go and we're going to put some of those stickers on here. Let's just get right with it. So we're on our stickers label. Go to our skinning resources, stickers, and we'll just pick a few we're going to put on. Clean idle. Let's go Cummins. Oops. We got to do it from here. Why did I do that? Open. Skinning resources, stickers. You got to do it from paint.net, not your browser. And so we got that. Let's go open. Put a CVSA. Open FMCSA. And we'll grab a couple more. I think I like the, where are they? I like this organized, how is this again? Owner Operator Independent Drivers Association. I kind of like that one because that's what I was, an owner operator. And I kind of like seeing that. I had no idea they existed when I was driving. When I was driving, I don't even think the internet was a thing yet. And I like this. It's okay to ask me. I'm a veteran driver. That's a nice message to somebody to see in the truck if they're new and don't know what to do and they're at a truck stop and they see a guy with that sticker. They know they can go to him with a question they have, which is a good thing. So let's go back to our clean idle and we just go over here, Control C, go to our sticker layer. I'm going to paste it in here. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. It's downsized it a bit. So these are usually pretty big. They're kind of an outsized sticker. So you usually leave them pretty large. We'll throw it down here in the corner of the door. And then we will grab our CVSA and Control C, drawing, Control V. And these guys are generally down. Oops, too small. We may leave them a little big for purposes of this demonstration, but that's a little big there. Let's go about there. And then we'll go with the FMCSA and see, Control V, hang them over here. Now we'll just line them up with the other one. What I do, that's CVSA is usually a little taller sticker, so I make this one a little smaller than it in terms of height, so it doesn't get too big. There. And I'll use this as the guide. The CVSA is, so I'm not going to make anything taller than that is of a similar dimension, and anything that's rectangular is going to be roughly half. Just undo that a bit. I think I need to just bump that up a little bit. So, all right. Now I'll grab this one. I came over here. And he should be about the same height as the CVSA. Kind of compare it on there. A little high, a little tall just yet. There we go. And copy, paste. Oops, sorry. Copy, paste. And we'll put him right here to size him. He's nice and square, so we can just bring him down to that size and drag him over here. And there we go. We got some stickers, some inspection stuff, and some information, on who's in the truck and are they a helpful sort or not. So we've got stickers on there. So now Pogo's legal. And, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I have something in the way of my mouse. I banged it on. I hit the button. Undo. There we go. So, and then you would just do the same thing for the other side. Now, you can't just, well, you can. You could just take this and copy it and put it up here, but they wouldn't have the same order on each side. They would be kind of reversed. So generally what I would do, I could just do it. I'll try and do it really quickly. So we'll take this on that layer. We'll just take these guys, copy, paste I'll drag them up here and put it over like so. This, the one on the right side with the check mark, the ask me, it's going to end up right about there. So we can just put them there. Then we only have to move 3 stickers then. So then what we would do is we're going to go in here. We're going to select this guy, and you got to get fairly close to them. The round ones are tough to pick because you tend to they don't look the size they are when you or you can't get a corner on it, if you know what I mean. Like you go to grab it and you're thinking, oh yeah, this is far enough over, and you come right down through the edge of it. But you don't want to. So if we had have grabbed it and we're too far away, when we put it in close to this, our box would go over this, and I'll show you what I mean here. If I grab this one and I cut as close to that 7 as I can, the CVSA, I do Control X, Control V, and I want to put it next to this one. See how it blocks it out. So you got to come in fairly close, and that's where you have problems picking these round ones. But hey, we can handle it. So like I say, you want to get fairly close to it, and then it gives you lots of options of where to put it. So there. And you don't usually put a clean idle on the passenger side. It's usually just the driver's side. So there, we're done. Stickers, boom. Um, let's see, was there anything else we want to do? I guess we want to put them on the truck. So, oh, unit number on the back. We didn't do that. We didn't put Pogo's transport on the back. So we go back to the script layer. And we know that, well, let's get the bigger one. Sorry. I'll grab this one down here. Control C, Control V. And we'll drag it up to the back here. We'll put it up about there. It should be into the window. I think the window in the Viper is right in that square there, right above this line here. It's not right on the line, I don't think, up a bit. And let's go to the unit numbers. We'll grab a unit number. Control C, Control V. I'll throw a unit number up here. And the curve of the sleeper is here, this bit here. So this is flat here still. So we put it right out to the edge and it should be fine. The other thing we could have done, might have looked better than what we've got, is if we had put on the black layer, the rear fenders and that rear bumper. They should be black. It would look a lot better, I think. So let's try that right now. So we go and look at our truck. We'll see if it looks better. So just select all of that. And we'll switch that from gray to black. Get the bucket and paint that. I think this is going to look better and more balance than the red rear fenders and black front fenders. Didn't look right. And the other thing I noticed with the headlights was that with the headlights, this covered the single headlight handily, but it wasn't wide enough to, when I put the dual headlights on with paint, they were red on each end. So that little, here I'll unhide it. This little thing that indicates the headlights, that's not wide enough to get the headlights as we want them. So we've got to go to the black layer. We've got this rectangle select. We're going to come in here. Now we know we got to the back of the headlight okay, so we don't need to go more in that direction. Oh, you know what? I should come further. There's no harm in coming way out there. And we'll go right up to that black. And we're going to get the bucket. We're going to paint that. Okay, let's move it over to the truck and see what we've got for a truck now. Alrighty, so we go over to here, make sure our test layer isn't selected, and we move the background. And what was layer 13? Oh yeah, that was the test layer when we wanted. What I wanted to do here was I wanted to put color behind to see how our script looked. So I just put a little swatch of red there. And so we're going to, don't want to print that. So there we go. We've got our skin. That's all the stuff on it we want. Go File, Save As. Once again, once the background is not selected, if you left the background, you're going to print the template on top of your truck too. And not a good look. DDS. And let's see, excuse me, Pogo Test PDN DDS. In the Viper DDS file, we're going to overwrite the old one. Wait for the computer to sort it out. Okay, flatten. And let's go to here. And we'll go get the image. So this is the simple truck skin, you know, the not the manifest layer under simple truck skin where we get our image or put our image. Well, oh, see this, it did it. It's, see, Mod Studio 2 is pretty funny. It picked up all the changes we made. We didn't have to go and browse for it and grab the skin. And sometimes it does this. I think I mentioned in the last video. And when it does, it's a bonus. So you don't have to go browse for it. So this is cool because when we go File, Export, it's already pointing at the mod folder. Because if we had to go and browse and go get the skin, we would have been in the E drive. We would have went to mod trucks, yada yada. And then when we go to export it, we got to navigate to this folder. But because we didn't have to go for it, it's already here. So we'll hit Pogo Test Skin, replace it. There we go. Let's go to our truck. Yeah, it's a bonus when it does that. Truck Manager and upgrade. So now we've got all our stuff on the truck. Our unit numbers, our stickers, it has to be moved around. They're a little big, so they would have to be, like I would make these smaller, and they're all a little large, so they have to be moved, but you get the idea. So we've got our door script, got our unit number, and we've got Pogo in the back. Yeah, so what I would do now, I have to center this and move it up so that I could get the Pogo above the bar and the transport below. And you see how the 472 got it right to the edge, but the round bit of the cab comes from the side view. So we're fine, we're good there. And our black fenders and our painted frame. So we put stripes on the frame. And this is look at the frame option so you can pick all of this out, what's going on. I'll show you. Let's go to the accessories tab. We gotta find the frame. So see, this is frame custom paint. So that's picking from that little doodad we did down in the bottom where we had that very small image of the frame rails, if you remember from the previous videos. And so those very fine red stripes we put on there they are. Excuse me, with a black background. Now, if we chose frame base color paint, it's just going to pick the red from the red color that we're painting the cab here. So if you like that look, that's great. Or if you want excuse me, if you want a more detailed thing, and we could have made this red. We could have made it any color we want. Gee, I have a thing in my throat. Excuse me. So the other thing to do when we're here is look at this deck plate. So where is it? Frame. I got to find the right way to look at it. Nope, that's not it. I wonder if it's under trailer cables. Oh yeah, okay. So deck plate 2. So you could have airlines on sleeper, in which case you don't have the deck plate. Your airlines are on the sleeper. So the reason I deselected that is so you can see what happens when you do the frame stripe. It paints right through that top layer of the frame and goes into the bottom layer, and it paints some of your suspension. So if you're not good with that, be aware of that when you're doing your frame stripe here. Let's get rid of all these dots. So you can see what it does there. It goes right through, and you can kind of tell how you're lined up on it. So this one came out really good because it's not, if this red stripe was too far left, it would paint the whole inside of that frame red. And it didn't. There's a little gap of black there, a little gap of black there. So we hit it pretty good considering we're working on such a small thing. Now, that's just to illustrate this. So the options, once again, were under the trailer cables. If you want that nice deck plate on there, I always choose deck plate 2, and that gives you this one. Now, if you had something else on here, let's see. Oh yeah, the other thing is fifth wheel. If you had fifth wheel black, okay, so when you went in, you go to your truck and go, oh man, look at this mess. How am I going to make this look any good? Well, what I always do, and this is a Viper thing, but you got to poke around because all the trucks are similar. Go to trailer cables. I use deck plate 2 pretty much all the time. But now you got all this junk on here. Well, you don't want that. You want that clean look. Pick the fifth wheel and go fifth wheel black 2. And it gets rid of that. And now you've got the recessed trailer cables in here. It's nice and tidy. And on various other trucks where you have the option to put them at the back, there's an option to get rid of this indent here where this custom trailer cable thing is. So there's a good look. And it shows the stripe thing, so it shows, it's all possible. We've got the black rear fenders, trucks starting to come together. And what I want to do now is going to show you a few Mod Studio things. Just check the time. Yeah, we got time. Now, I've been asked, how do you do, and I only learned this recently, which is testament to my lack of curiosity, I guess. I don't know. I should have known this a long time ago, but it doesn't seem to be widely uh, um, disseminated, I guess, is how do you do multiple, skin for the various cabs. So say you have a bunch of different cab styles and you want to skin for all those cab styles, but the template is only for one of them. The way you do it is in Mod Studio 2. We're going to open a project here, and we're going to go to, let's see, we got to find I have a 10-pack skin for the Viper. All right, yeah, I could use that one. Let's see, where is it? It's not jumping out at me. Viper skin pack. Let's try that. Yeah, so this has a bunch of different skins in it. So when you do your Mod Studio 2 thing, you got your mod manifest. And here you got to give it a name that encompasses everything. So Viper skin pack covers everything. So the first skin is a 72-inch ultra cab. This skin is a 63 flat top. 72-inch ultra cab, 63 flat. A day cab, 63-inch flat top, flat top, flat top, flat top, and flat top. So anyway, let's we'll go and check this skin out. I wonder if I have it in the well, we could just publish it. File, we'll export it. And we're going to export to. It's going to take a little longer to think about because there's a bunch of stuff there to deal with. It's a big skin pack. So we're going to put it into this mod folder, and we're going to call it Viper Skin Pack. It'll take a little longer to export as well because of the number of skins. And just before we go over there, I'll show you a really big skin pack. This one was crazy. It took me pretty much a week to do. I don't know if I regret the time spent, but I don't know how well it went over. Uh, it's the Southwest Motor Transport, but it was for all of the SCS trucks. Huh, where was that? Should have been down around there. Box trailer, FLX. Not seeing it. Huh. Well, I wonder why that is. It's probably right in front of me and I just can't see it under all the pressure of the glaring and staring eyes on me. Why? Well, maybe it's called SCS. One more look through here. If I don't see it, we're out of here. As we can just carry on with what we got. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in there. I know it's in there. I looked at it earlier. Oh, here. Yeah, look at this one. All of these skins, and there's a mix of advanced and simple truck skins. So some of them are advanced, some of them are simple. And the advanced truck skins, the difference is if you look at a simple truck skin, when you go, you have no accessories here. If you go to an advanced truck skin, you have the accessories, and so your skin is here. So here, simple truck skin calls it an image. Okay, when you go to an advanced truck skin, now it's called skins, and you can put uh, multiple skins in one uh, under one. Under skins, you can stack them up. And I haven't really found the need to do that yet. I haven't figured that out. But under accessories, let's have a look here. What we're doing here. And generally what I do is there's certain parts. So when you have an advanced truck skin, what happens is if you go to your skin, and we've, in this case, been a predominantly, it's yellow. And then, so the bottom layer of the skin is the yellow. The black layer is next up. Then the script and stickers and whatnot, labels all come above that progressively. Now, when you paint everything yellow on an advanced truck skin, there's things all over this template that are getting painted yellow or a bit of black and yellow because the thing that's getting painted could be a bumper, could be right here. And so it gets part black, part yellow. When you go to publish your skin and you go, oh man, that is ugly. And if you did this truck as a simple truck skin, it would needing an advanced skin. If you did it as simple, you would see your visor would have black paint and yellow paint on it, have a miniature rendition of this. The visor if it was on this template would be about this big, but you'll see it would be painted like it was this big and it had all of this guff on it. It's just the goofiest things happen. So what you do, you use advanced truck skin, you do your main thing, and all the stuff that was getting weird paint on it is in accessories. So you go into accessories. Now the things I wanted black are things like, I can't remember what SS was, something, well, let's scroll through here, it'll tell us. Side skirts. So side skirts are getting black. So in this case, it was the short side skirt. And And so the bumpers were getting painted. So we did a layer for bumpers. So this is just a black blank. So I usually make it 2048, I think, by 2048 or whatever, 4096 by 2048, something like that. And it's just a big blank sheet. You put it in here. And so what we're doing here is we're painting the tanks. This is the painted side skirt with aluminum tank or chrome tank. And this will make the side skirt black in this case. So, and you have a whole bunch of these things you got to paint. Front bumper, all aero paint, standard paint, yada yada. Fog. So this is a bumper with fog lights. Aero fog, standard painted with fog. Bumper. That's just a plain painted bumper. Now we have yellow things down here that needed. So this is the wind deflector for the day cab, DC deflector. What do we got here? Standard cab deflector. I can't remember it. Corner deflector. Oh yeah, it was probably a corner deflector here. Arrow all cabs. So you can see how complicated it can get. And so you've got to add all of these templates to the number of templates here, and you get a pretty big skin file. So this covers this skin for all of the SCS trucks. This was before the 9900 came out. But anyway, you can get a pretty darn big file. So this just illustrates that you can put multiple skins on a one template. That's how you do it for the different cabs. They don't have to be the same truck. They can be multiple trucks. So we go in, we get our 56, our goggles Viper skin pack, put it in. We bring our, oh, I already have it in here. Let's take it out. We don't want two of them. That'll cause a conflict with all the file names. So now we can go in and we'll look at how that works in the game. What it looks like when you go to put a skin on your truck. So we would go to truck manager. We grab this one, upgrade. And so we want to go paint job. And we see these other truck skins over here. So the flat top skins we have in here are the Prime equipment. So it doesn't have any color under it, but you could just throw red under there just to see. We got an old school, a flat top, new old school, and on and on. We got the Lost Arroyo Ranch. And see this one, I locked the paint. That's an old one. I've redone it, a new version of this where you can paint it your own color. Alberta Heavy Haul. That looks good in red. So that's all from one mod, one skin. Now if we were to change the cab, we'll go with a 72-inch Ultra Cab Sleeper. Oh, it won't let us. This is the Viper, of course. It doesn't let you change the cab once you pick it and put a paint job on it. You can't change it. So let's go back to the paint job. We should put our pogo back on here. And we will go I'll confirm the order. Just so it doesn't change. You can do this different ways. You can use the vehicle browser. You can experiment with various truck configurations. Pick the truck. We want the Viper here. And it's starting with the Ultra Cab, so we can just do old school Ultra Cab just like that. And what else do we have? New old school Ultra Cab. There it is. And we can change the cab, so we could go to day cab. It's not going to do that either. Boy, this is annoying. Once you pick the paint job, it locks the cab on you. Other trucks don't do that, like John Ruta's trucks or whatever. But anyway, this gives you an idea that all of those paint jobs are on one template. And we made the Poga one, I think, available for both. And you can see how it's not painted up here because we're using the template from the flat top. But if we could go ahead. Oh, that'd be a good lesson. Do we have time? Yeah, we got time to do this. Let's fix this. This is an interesting one. Let's fix it. So let's go out of here. It doesn't ask you to save it. You can't buy it because you're just in the vehicle browser. And so it's a good place to go and look at stuff. But let's go to the launch pad. And we'll go to, oh, we got to Alt Tab. We're in here. Close that. File open. Yeah, open recent. Pogo test PDN. Now, if we were to go and grab a template, file, open, Viper, template, we look in here, Alter Cab, yeah, we grab the Alter Cab. Now, the what we could do here is, let's see, look at the size of the template. Why do I have this? The bottom's not available to me. Let's try selecting something up here. No, can't see the bottom of my template. Let's try Alt Tab. Bring it up again. No, I can't. That is weird. Huh. Can't see the bottom of my screen. Well, let's see what size this is. I usually resize them. Yeah, it's right. Same size as the drawing, 8192. So Control C. Go back here. We'll put this new layer above the old template. We don't need to give it a name at this point. Just throw this in there. Now we can see. So here, if we hide it, we can see the difference when we throw in all of that extra stuff. And so what we could do really quickly is, for giggles, we could go here on the black layer and we go up here, across here, and throw some black in there. We could go down to here. Let's go up here, bring that down to there, and some black in there. And we'll do the same over here. Go all the way up there. It's black. And we should get that arrow thing. Now, we're not, the back side here, we're not going to get it because we're going to have to line it up. And I want to cut this video. It's gone long enough. But what we'll do, we'll take this roof deflector and, oops, we want to get right down to there. We'll make this black. Then we'll get our stripe tool. We'll get a big fat stripe here, like, I don't know, 175. Oh, why is it? Oh, it's because this is still selected. Got to hit escape to get rid of that. Now we can draw the line, and I'll just cover that. Yeah, because this all is going to have to be black. I guess what we could do is we could just say that it's going to be that much of it, just for the sake of argument. We don't really know. We could, well, actually, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be, let's think. You can't really tell by the gradient, the markings on here, but and you can't really scale it because this and this are in two different scales. So well, we'll just try that and just see where it comes out for the sake of argument. But anyway, let's uh, now we want to hide that, and our bumpers are no longer black. We must have not saved that. We need to go back and make them black again. Our rear fenders and rear bumper. That should be all right. All right, let's, oh, looks like it deleted the headlight thing too. My word. Maybe I didn't save that. Let's see if that's enough. And we needed to check those headlights too. All right. And see, there's our frame thing. Once again, if we turn the black layer off, that is what when we do the default custom default paint, so where it paints it the same color as the red that we put on the truck. If we had to paint the truck orange, that all would be orange. But when we have our select the custom paint, it's picking this particular thing with this layer of black to make that. So we have that essentially two paint options on the truck. Let's save the changes here. We'll turn off these background layers and save as, and we'll go to Viper DDS. Save it as a DDS right here. We got to select that file type. Double click Pogo, overwrite it. Wait for the thing to grind it out. Okay, flatten. See if Mod Studio 2 picked all these changes up. Oh yeah, it wouldn't. We don't have the project there. Open project, Pogo test skin, and it'll still leave the last thing on here. If you click on the manifest, we're back at Pogo test skin. Now we go back, and this is all normal again. And we go to image. Yeah, it looks like it picked it up, didn't it? That looks like it's got the changes. There's that bigger stripe. A big chunk of black up there. Let's just go ahead and see if that exports. Pogo test, replace it. Go to here. Now, if it's a new skin we were doing, once again, you have to go in the mod manager and enable it. But because it isn't new, oops, we want to go to browser. We can't do it that way. Vehicle browser, truck, Viper, Pogo. Now we got the whole roof black. And so, oh, we almost hit it with the going across there. But see, these stripes aren't long enough. We would have had to extend those. That's no biggie. You just do a Control C, Control V, and drag that stripe further along the side. But so here we have, in this case, this is a fairly simple skin that worked on both. But sometimes it doesn't. So you'll do a second skin. Let's check the headlights and see if we manage to get them covered properly. I believe that's headlights there. We were looking for paint. Do we get? Oh, almost. We didn't go quite wide enough. See that? Pretty close. So that little bar of black that we did on the stripe, this one went a little further, but it looks good. So, yeah, so you can see things, cause and effect. When you do things, what happens and what you got to do to fix it. Lots of back and forth. So we could have Viper, like a Pogo's an Ultra Cab, or a with this one skin. Now, if we had something here on the window, say we had Pogo up here, or on the flat top, and then we go to put it on the Ultra Cab, and all of a sudden his head's cut off by this window, then we would do the second skin and second template and the two skins in Mod Studio 2. So, yeah. Anyway, to recap, I think we went through quite a bit of stuff. I'll try and remember to put some more information, maybe a shortcut to the skinning resources, etc., in the description of this video to allow you to find things a little easier that we've been talking about. And yeah, we'll wrap it there. But thanks for following along. And once again, if you have any questions or whatever, put them in the comments. I'm happy to flesh this out further. And if there's other things we want to learn about skinning or whatever, if I've opened up more questions than I've given answers, well, certainly let me know. So take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.